Is there a child in here that we heard crying before?
That was like a whistle. Yeah.
Ghost dimension.
Hey, all happy Tuesday again. Can you believe it? There was a lot of stuff going on worldwide with Facebook and Instagram. I really didn't know if I was even going to be able to be on today other than YouTube. But we're up. Apparently, they've got it sorted for now. And apparently, everybody worldwide was hacked. Every country that had it, everything. So I wish people that are doing that would actually use their brains to help humanity rather than do the crazy stuff, right? So I don't know about y'all, but we've been having crazy weather. Yesterday it was sunny, it was beautiful, it was 62 degrees, and right now it's cloudy, icky, and it is 40 degrees. So I know everybody's feeling all that too. So it's just kind of crazy. Okay, so excuse me, let me see who's here today. Hi, JB. Apparently you're a new member this time. I don't recognize the name, but welcome. Cookie, hi, how are you? Hi, Jess. Hi, Margaret, how are you? You're not invisible. You crack me up. Let's see who else is here. Hi, Kay. How are you? Yeah, I'll give you a read. No problem. Hi, Vic. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to go back up, and I think David was the first one here. I don't even know if it's streaming actually over on Facebook. I imagine it is. Well, hang on. Let me just check really quick, and let me see. Perhaps I can tell. Who knows? What a hot mess everything was for sure. Yeah, nope, don't think it is yet, but that's okay. We're good. We're all good. So I'm just going to do it from here. Okay, so David, I got to unpack the cards here. I'm still super stoked about something. I might even come on later in the week if it gets here. Let me shuffle these up. I haven't used them since last week. Oh, it is so warm in the house today. I even turned the heat down, but it's still extremely warm. Okay, one more shuffle here, David. Let's see what I got. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, I haven't seen this card in a while. Okay, this is a clownfish, and behind it is the anemone, and they are symbiotic. They have a symbiotic relationship in the ocean, and as you can see, it's deep in the tendrils of the anemone, and the anemone is also a living creature. They're just not like fish, so they're down found in coral reefs and all around, and that's where the clownfish go in for protection. They're actually the only fish that can do that, because the tendrils actually of the little creature that has these tentacle fingers has poison in them, and that's how they catch their food. But they have a symbiotic relationship with the clownfish because that's where they go to be protected. Okay, so for you today, This is about the relationship that you have with the world around you. I don't remember what I said an hour ago, let alone last week. But what it is it's like you're in this bubble that you kind of put yourself in because you feel safe there. And I know your life was really shaken up a while ago, and you know why. And but it's kind of like you're still holding back. You're not stepping into life as you could step into life. It's kind of sporadic, I guess would be the word, because they're like, yeah, he pops out here and he goes back home, and he pops out here and then he goes back to his safe place, and he pops out there. And what they're saying is, yes, there is no right or wrong way to deal with certain things in our life. There's no book that tells us, oh, this is the only way you can deal with this. But Spirit is gently nudging you to get out more, to be out with other people more, not just at work, but with the community or people or friends that you have. And they're really trying to get you unstuck from this place that you've kind of put yourself, because you're kind of recreating how you exist and what your world is like for you right now. It's funny how it always comes back to this, though. And okay, this is what I'm hearing. They know you have your safe space. Oh, and yes, thank you. Okay, there you go. Blurred. I love that when Spirit steps in. They know you have your safe space, and we know you feel secure there. But you can't stay there forever. You can still have your emotions. You can still have your things that you do and your coping mechanisms and what have you. But the longer, and this is what I'm actually being yelled at right now for you, the longer you stay in that kind of cocoon place that you put yourself, the harder it is going to be to get out from it or get out from under it. Okay. And they want you to kind of engage more with life. Okay. So that is your card. And it is here, and it is the clownfish. Now, walking past, when I looked up and saw that the camera was blurred again, I kind of chuckled and I said, wonder who that could be. Well, of course, we all know who it is. And he pops in every now and then with me is David Yo-Yo. My love, Yo-Yo. I love him. I miss him. We all do. But it's almost like he's here telling us all, or having me tell you all, there is more than just here. But we have purpose that we have here, that we have to walk through, the lessons we need to learn, the people we need to imprint on, the experiences that we have to have. It all is important. But to me, it's so interesting, because they come back with a great love that they had for all their family, their friends, their acquaintances, and they're still powerful and have energy, but they understand things in a different way. So I always call on him, and it's always interesting when he does show up, and I love it. He's been our friend for many years, and he was an amazing guy. All right, so getting out with that. Hi, Vic. Sure, I'll give you a card here. Give me a minute. That's so cool, though. And it's like, I wish you all could experience it. And, there's a lot of stuff going on. End of last week, I think, was kind of all over the place on Facebook and Insta. I was seeing some things, and people were kind of challenging people that are in the field that I'm in, or Sean and Bex are in, saying it's all bunk. And this person won, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This person was actually kind of not being really nice about it. I mean, he has his opinion. He has a right to it. And he was challenging that it's all hocus pocus and all baloney. And I can't talk for everybody, but I do know my truth. And my truth is, I know what I experience and what I see and what I interact with. And that's my truth. Doesn't have to be anybody else's truth at all. So when you see that, don't even jump into that. Keep your center pointed to the positives in the world, not all the negative people and the negative stuff that's going on, because it can pull you down really quick. All right, Vic, the 7th card for you today was the cow. Told you guys many times my story about the cows. I love cows. They're awesome animals, okay? Today, though, this is a pun on words. The other idea, right? The other idea. Get it? But the other idea. Okay, so there's something going on with you that you're kind of trying to make a choice between a few things, and they're telling me, comically, of course, the other idea. So the other idea, there's something that you really haven't really focused on very much, and you kind of need to pay more attention to it, because it's going to be the fit that you need for whatever this is. And yeah, so the cow is just kind of, they're showing me the cow in the field just chilling, but it's like the other option. So you have another option. Don't freak out. And one of the things I'll tell you all is this, and seriously, it works. It's taken me years to do this. When things go wrong in our lives, you know, and the first thing we do is kind of panic, and we attach fear to it. Whether maybe it's bills that need to be paid, or something you were supposed to do you forgot to do, but whatever, right? And you start panicking, and you put that fear out, like, oh my God, this, what am I going to do? How am I going to deal with this? But if you remain calm, and I know sometimes it's very hard to do, but if you remain calm and you keep in that positive mode of, I trust the universe and whatever else is out there, and wherever my family and my ancestors and friends are that have traveled to the spirit lands, they've got me. So you got to always remember they got you, and don't add fear to the situation. Just keep putting out, there'll be a logical way that I will be able to do, see, have happen, whatever, okay? And this is really hitting home right now with what they're telling me for you, Vic. And it's like, just breathe. Take the moment and breathe. Don't think about the bad stuff that could happen. Think about how it would be if it worked positively, okay? I can't tell you how it works. I just know it does. Ever since I've released the fear of things, I always get the response that I need, and a lot of times it's even better than the response I had asked for. So that's what's going on for you today, Vic. Just kind of concentrate on the good things. Let the bad things go. It's a waste of time. I mean, you know, to put our energy into more negatives, it just doesn't work. So continue doing what you're doing in positives, and we'll let everybody else step back. You do what's good for you, okay? All right, love you, Vic. And yeah, I'm glad you're here. 45 months. Can you believe that, guys? Sometimes I wonder, we've all been together for quite a long time. We went through COVID together and everything, and it was a lot. And we're still here. We're still got each other's backs. All right. Hi, Kay. Let's see what I can get for you. All righty. La, 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 la. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Did you? I know this card was pulled last week, but I don't remember who got it. But this is your card today, and it's the praying mantis. Okay. I didn't realize how many different species of praying mantis there are. And actually, this is the common one that we have over here in the US. I don't know where these other ones are. They're actually just stunning. Some of them look like leaves. You wouldn't even know they were bugs unless you really knew what they were, like, to look for. Some of them look like flowers. I mean, it's phenomenal. So right now, and the reason they're pointing that out for me is just this. You need to remember that everything you are, by stepping into your own power, is a different thing. It's blossoming. It's a different thing. Like I said, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's this new person that you're stepping into your own, and you're doing it in positives, and so many positive options will come into you and new things that'll be coming in for you to explore and do. And it's like you don't have to worry about things that were in the past. You need to let that go. But what they're showing me again is all these different variations of the praying mantis, right? And it's not something you think of. Like, that's why I post the frogs. Everybody always asks me, why do you post about frogs all over social media? Because there's over 7,000 different kinds of frogs. Who knew that, right? So you are unique. You are your own person, okay? And you fit into the world around you the way you're supposed to. But that's done by being who you are. That's done by being you, that unique person that we all are. And you have to realize you're a part of that. You know, when I talk about how we're all related in some shape or form, and we toss something out into the world, it's like a ripple effect. Everything's connected. So you need to just focus on who you are in this amazing person that you're stepping into every single moment of every single day. And your journey that has been thus far is amazing. You need to remember the positives. Don't think about the negatives. You know, think of that. Think of how a human being changes from the moment we're conceived and then born. Every moment of every day, we're changing. Okay, so think of that as a wonderful gift, because again, they're showing me all these different, it takes all kinds, right, to make the world work. And everything has a purpose here. So just remember that, and that your unique being you is what's the most important. That's what's going to teach you. That's what's going to imprint on others. And sometimes you will never even begin to fathom how you affect other people that maybe even met you for a split second. Okay, you just don't know, and you need to have faith in that, and don't give up on it, and don't give up on this path that you've taken, because you're like a rock star. You'll be fine. You're going to find new things and have new things happen, and it's all going to be positive. But you need to make time for you to do that, and other people need to understand this is who you are. All right, it doesn't have anything to do with anybody else causing you to do anything. This is literally who you are. Okay, so much love to you, Kay, and I'm glad I saw you here today. And your card was a praying mantis. Well, I don't know how many people we're gonna have here today. Oh, hi, Joy. How are you? Yes, I can. Woo! Hi, Chicago. How are you? I hear you're moving up to. I think I heard that. You're moving up to Wisconsin, right? I think that's where Jess is at too. Jess, you're up in Wisconsin? Yeah, I can never remember. You guys are all over the place. I laugh. I know so many people all around the world. The other day, I actually sat there and thought, wow, I know people in almost every country just because of social media. And I do know a lot of them. So personally, so either work with them or talk to them or messaged with them for a number of years. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, the toddler is misbehaving. He doesn't want to eat out of his regular dish. So the other day, because he bangs it like a prisoner from Alcatraz trying to get out. So the other day I switched it up and I put his food in a plastic, microwave container, right? And just it was small, just put it in his cage. He didn't like it and he didn't eat. So I had to take him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I had to literally take him out and go put him on his perch in the front room and put his food there. He's such a brat. Okay, Joy, your card today is the white buffalo. Okay, I talk about this when this card comes up. And I apologize if some of you already know this, but the white buffalo is very sacred. It's the direction it comes from is the north within my culture. Okay, and one of the things is about the white creatures, and I'm sure if I'm seeing them, I'm sure you guys are seeing them as well. Being born, like I've seen white ravens, I've seen white deer. Excuse me, there was a white alligator, not albino. It was a white alligator that was born down in Florida or hatched out or whatever they do. And they're coming from everywhere. And this is a sacred time. And this is to remind us of a sacred time. It's a time that's been told about for generations going back, that this time would arrive. And we need to pay attention and take care of us, what's important to us. Sorry, excuse me. And we need to take care of that. And the white buffalo also represents white calf buffalo woman. And she was a healer, and she brought the pipe to her people and taught about healing with the pipe and how we have to pray, or however we put things up to Creator God or the universe, or however you choose. But it's a sacred time to remember why we're here. It's a sacred time to remember that we're not here to own Earth or the creatures. We are here visiting on the earth. The creatures are just like us. They're walking through and they're utilizing the earth. And it's kind of, again, we go back to like the card earlier with the symbiotic relationship. So for you right now, this is about you beginning to kind of recall who you were, like at the beginning of the journey, and who you are now, and go through and kind of like, well, spring's almost here, so it's like spring cleaning, right? So you're going to go in and get rid of the things that no longer serve you. You're going to look at your boundaries of the people and things that you hold sacred and hold close. Maybe some of them aren't there in the way they were before, so you need to clear it out, put them on the outside, or put it on the outside. And it doesn't matter. It's just making more room for the things that you need to pay attention to and that you need to have close to you. And the other thing is you need to take time for that, and it's important because healing self is just as important, because without healing self and being balanced with self, we can't really reach out and assist other people. Okay. Okay. I want to say too, what I'm hearing is they're like, they're talking to me like how I grew up. Okay, so I grew up in Catholic family. I consider myself a recovering Catholic now, but however, I did have good people within the Catholic religion that I met that were actually lifelong friends and family and what have you. And this is about whatever it is where you hold, like you get your energy from, you get your power from your beliefs and how you approach different things. And it's very important that you sit with this and understand and remember, and I'm being able to remember the mission. So whatever this is that you were given or you accepted or you said you wanted to do, the time is now, and it's not a better time tomorrow. It's not a better time 5 years from now. The time that you need to do it or include it or whatever this is, manifest it, is now. So you have to go in and make room for the other stuff that's going to come in, because if you're still dragging old stuff and misunderstand it, yeah, if we hold on to it, we can go back and change it. We can't. I can't change something I said 2 seconds ago, let alone going back years. All right. Sometimes it's hard, but when I say release it and let it go, it doesn't mean you forget people. It doesn't mean that you necessarily don't have them in your life anymore, or they passed, or situations that were bad, or maybe things that we do that we aren't proud of that's in our past, and everybody has it. And if anybody says they don't, they're lying. Okay, everybody lies. I know. I look at myself and I look back over the years, and there's a number of things that I should have done differently, and they were wrong the way I did them, and I accepted that and I moved forward from it. Take the lesson from it to be able to move forward in your own life and be able to have that kind of experience, so it can help you and others move through similar situations or with similar people. Okay, so that's a card for you today. It sounds like a lot of work, but really it isn't. And honestly, once you release it, you don't forget it, but you release it because you understand why it happened, why this person was there, or why this event happened, or what you could have done to change the outcomes, whatever. You can understand that, but you shouldn't try to drag it forward because you can't go back and change it. So learn from it, let it go, move forward. Okay, that is your card today, Joy, and it's the White Buffalo. So yeah, Chicago's here, Chicago. Oh, la 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 la. Yeah, you have. It's been a while since you've been on. And like I said, the only reason I'm okay, Northwest Minnesota, I'm pretty sure that's where Jess is from. Jessica Oz. I'm pretty sure that's where she's at, Minnesota. Maybe she's Minnesota. I said Wisconsin, so I'm not really sure, but check with her because she's up in that area. I know you guys are like neighbors to me, northern neighbors. Okay, so let me see this. Oh, okay. Good. Well, that's great. I know. I hate moving. I absolutely hate moving. It is really not a fun thing. I've done a lot of it over my life for various reasons. And okay. Well, duh. That'll tell you I don't remember much. Okay. I don't remember much when I do readings and stuff. But yeah, it's awesome. And, Chicago, it's moving is just, moving is just not a fun thing. But I will tell you one thing I did, and this will probably make sense to you, is I downsized. The last time, and I've been in my home now for 14 years where I'm at now. Now I own the house. But when I moved here, I started giving stuff away to the kids, to other people, even art. Like I used to collect prints and art, they're signed and numbered and valued. And I'd had them for 20 plus years, some of them even 30 plus. So I gave them away to people that, so they could appreciate it. I don't need stuff. I'm happy where I'm at. And that's what we all got to get to. We all got to get to that point. Okay, so Margaret, I think I'm going to find you somewhere here. Because here for your son. Okay, so James. Yeah, let me give you one. Because not a lot of people are going to be here today because it's just showing up on YouTube. That's just a crazy thing. So let me do this for James. That's a nice picture. Margaret, I know it's little. If I didn't have my glasses on, I probably couldn't see it at all. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. James. Who's John? Margaret, do you know a John, or does your son know a John? Because I'm hearing John, the name John. Okay, I don't know. Let me know if you hear. Okay, so here's the card for him today. It's a deer. I changed it out from the doe to the buck, just for a little bit of difference. But deer are herd animals. They take care of each other. They take care of the young. The bucks have a lot of strength. They're able to kind of get along with each other until they're probably about 3, and that's kind of when they kind of get into the fighting and locking horns, as they would say. Okay, so why are they bringing up about locking horns? Okay, so there's someone that he's locking horns with, someone that he's disagreeing with, I guess would be a way to put it. Not fighting, just disagree with it. Just let them know that that's okay to disagree. You don't have to agree with everything anybody says, ever. You just kind of change the channel, or you move away from it, or you take them and put them on the outside circle of who you are. Yeah, but it's like causing him a lot of frustration, because I feel like the word is angst, angst. Right? I feel frustrated, angst. And it's like, yeah, something just isn't jiving with whatever. And he needs to know that he needs to keep holding his response or his thought pattern with whatever's going on, it's right for him. It's not right what whoever this is trying to get him to do. So that's what I'm getting for him today, Margaret. And there you go. It's the buck. It's the deer. Okay, so let me go back up top to find where you are. I don't know. There you go. Okay, so we're going to go back down here. Okay, I hope that resonated with you too, by the way, Joy. You're welcome, Vic. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Yeah. Yeah, you got that right. That's been me last weekend, I swear. That's funny, Chloe. All right, so I'm gonna go down again. Let me see. Okay. Nobody else here. We don't have a lot of people here today, so I get that. So yeah, so I'm working on, I can tell you some of the stuff I'm working on. I just posted picture the other day because I've got a new painting that I'm working on, another door, an old cabinet door that I've refurbed, and I'm using it as a canvas, I guess would be a way to put it. And I'm working on a hawk right now. That's about the only thing I'm doing. And then of course I'm waiting on my surprise that I hope gets here by next week so I can share it with you guys. You're very welcome. I hope that made sense to him, Margaret. It's whatever's going on is really contentious. It's like somebody just trying to make him think the way they're thinking or do something, and he just needs to stick to his guns because it's not good. What here now? Did I get one? My kid needed oat bat. Oh, okay. You guys are talking about other stuff. Okay. Well, I love you. And if nobody else needs a read today, I'm going to cut it short because we are just on YouTube today for whatever reason. So God bless. And oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, because it was really strong. Yeah, really, really strong. He just kept yelling, John, my name is John. So he's around you. He's also protective of James. He's also very, very protective of James. So yeah, I'm glad I told you. He's around, Margaret. No, he's around. Sure you can, Chloe. Yes. Okay, I did give you a read, right? Yeah, I did give you a read. I think I did. Didn't I, guys? Yeah, I think I did. Okay, let's see what I get for Chloe today. La, 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 la. Tomorrow I'll be on with Holly for Spiritually Paranormal. We'll be here on YouTube, and I don't know where else because I'm not really sure what's going on yet. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll be back over on Facebook and Insta too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so your card is the snake. Okay, I love snakes. They're amazing creatures. They're not slimy. They're cold-blooded, but they're actually, if you have them as pets, they're actually pretty smart. I just don't. I admire them. I have no problem holding them. I have a problem with them getting big, and you have to feed them. Don't like feeding them. This for you, though, is about what I'm seeing is kind of like the perimeter. So the snake is actually doing this. It's coiling, right? You know how they stack themselves and coil up. You can't see their tail and they can't see you only see their head. And did you know that the reason they do that is so predators can't grab their tail? Because if they grab their tail, they can have an advantage to them and pull them and stretch them out so they wear them out so that they can become preyed upon. So, this one is showing me like you need to protect something. Something that's going on in your life, and I'm seeing that the coil. They're telling me there's something you need to protect. like nothing like super negative, nothing that's gonna like, you know, hurt anybody physically or anything like that. But it's, you need to almost like you need to protect your intention. You need to protect your values. You need to protect who you are, because I feel like there's an outside, and this is what I'm getting, because the snake is coiled and it's going around and around in a circle, watching as somebody's trying to get to it. So it's like somebody that's trying to really push you to go out of your comfort zone for whatever reason. And I'm being told, don't, you should not do it. Stick to your guns and protect yourself. And it's almost like the integrity of who you are, which means what we are to our core. Integrity is how we process through life. It's the morals that we hold and how we hold with different things. As we move with integrity, means we walk through life with good intention. So you need to keep on what you're doing for you, and yeah, whatever this is, just make sure you're coiled so that you're safe. You need to push them away. I almost want to say it's like someone like rumor mill, right? In your ear, like blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so-and-so did this. And it's all rumor based and gossipy. I actually told this to somebody yesterday. You guys are probably way too young to know this, but I have a neighbor here that reminds me of Mrs. Kravitz. So that's going to really date me. I don't know if any of you know who Mrs. Kravitz is, but there used to be a show, and it was called Bewitched, about a woman that was actually like a witch, and she could wiggle her nose and make, that's how she made it. It was a comedy in the 60s, early 70s, right? And Mrs. Kravitz was the nosy neighbor that was gossiping all the time and spying on everything that was going on. That's Mrs. Kravitz. This is what I'm being showed for you. There's a Mrs. Kravitz, like a busybody, a know-it-all, someone that's sticking their nose where it's none of their business. And that's why they want you to stay coiled and protected. And you may even want to call this person out on it. Like, you don't know what you're talking about, and I don't need the input, the negative input. So whatever's going on, just keep yourself, you know, safe, and yeah, just do that. Oh, well, that's good. I hope that resonates for you. Yeah, you know, it's really important. A lot of times we don't even realize how maybe that just switches somebody's day up. You could be at the store and somebody's having a really crappy day, and you just happen to look up because you're close and you say, hi, have a good day, you know, or you just say something and just say something nice. It does kind of resonate and imprint, and you can change the way on. And, oh, yeah, you know, right? You know who Mrs. Kravitz is. Oh, yeah, and she had that red hair, and it was up in the, yeah, and she's always peeking through the blinds. Yeah. Okay. Well, it could be. I don't know who it is, but it's someone that's close to you, and you need to just protect yourself and not listen to the rumors and all that kind of crap, okay? So, all right. Well, I wish you guys the best. I'll be around again tomorrow with Holly on Spiritually Paranormal. And thank you all for being here. I love you all. And you have a good week if I don't see you tomorrow, okay? Love you all. Bye.
Yeah. Cool. What? Bye, bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, my bear, my bear.